Hey creatives, I'm Rita and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are just joining us for the first time, this is day 22 of 30 days of art challenges. I gave out these challenges to my subscribers, and if you would like these 30 art challenges in your inbox, just click on the link below, sign up, and you can receive yours today. So today I am working in my art journal, but I'm also working on some pieces of watercolor paper because I'm going to cut out my shapes after I paint them and add them to my art journal. Now, I'm working in the large art journal, the canvas art journal, and I'm down to the last pages. So when you get down to the last pages, sometimes your book gets really fat and full of texture and bumps because of all the pages underneath. So sometimes it's just easier to take a piece of paper like watercolor paper or mixed media paper and add your elements on there, especially if there's going to be a lot of detail, and then adhere it to your canvas notebook. So it's going to be a mixture of canvas. It's got a canvas background page, but the little elements, these little birdies that I'm painting here, they're going to be on the paper and then cut out and then adhere with a little bit of gel medium. So I'm using, of course, watercolor and watercolor paper to make my little imaginary birds. These are the birds that I would imagine instead of painting something more realistic, which I do sometimes, but sometimes it's just fun to have these multicolor imaginary birds. So I thought this was a lot of fun. If you have been on any of the other videos that I've done 22 videos for this challenge so far, and if you can tell that I kind of have a whimsical style. I like things to be very colorful and not always realistic, but just full of whimsy and silly and something unexpected. For these art challenges, I decided to put them on YouTube. But you don't have to do that. You can just do them any way you want to. The point is really just to get creative and start actually doing some creative work. And this has forced me to paint something every day, which has been super fun. And hopefully, I can keep up the habit. I can't remember, there's a saying that says that you have to do something a certain amount of times before it becomes a habit. And that is what I'm hoping for here, because I've really had fun just painting and doing something creative every day, because sometimes life gets busy and you are working and doing different things and you forget to take time out to just be creative. So to make these little birds, what I'm doing is putting down the water first of the shape and then filling it in with color. And then I go back and add the details as it starts to dry a little bit. Fix any lines that might not be just right. This is super fun and easy to do. So while my little birdies are drying a little bit, I am adding some gesso to the back of my pages just because I want the color to be super light for the background and very light blue, and I wanted it a true color. And I don't worry about the gesso being completely perfect, because if some of the areas don't have gesso on it, it's going to look a little bit different and give a variation to the sky background that we're making right now. As you can see, I'm not using a paintbrush. I don't often use a paintbrush with gesso just because I feel like it ruins the paintbrush unless there's a small area that I need to cover. I am using some fluid acrylic right on top, and I'm just using a hotel key card to spread that around because it's such a big area. This journal is 8.5 by 11 and it's all canvas, and because of the bulky pages that I have underneath, you're seeing some wrinkles in the page because of the things that I have going on the other pages. So I'm just spreading that around with an old hotel key card or an old credit card, and this makes things go a lot faster. And even though the gesso wasn't completely dry, I wasn't really worried about it mixing, because to me, anywhere where it does mix with the blue, with the turquoise blue, or any places that the gesso didn't cover, they're just going to give us a little bit of depth in different areas that are not perfectly, so it's not painted perfectly flat, if that makes sense. So right now I'm just freehanding some branches, and again, not using just one color, and that's kind of like my go-to. I never paint with just one solid color, just because it gives a little variety in my work. And sometimes I think in the videos, especially if you're watching it on your phone, you can't really tell the different variants that there are with the color, but in person you can tell, and it gives it depth, and it's just more, I don't know, it just adds a little depth to the picture and makes it nicer than if you just paint something flat. Because if you've ever seen something where somebody painted the background all one solid color and everything that they paint on top of it is one solid color, it just looks really flat. Giving yourself some different colors or different shades of one color gives you a little bit of depth, and it just makes for a more interesting painting. And I had glued this envelope in there just because I thought, oh, I could put like a little secret message in there or something. But I really liked the background so much that I didn't want to make it different than, I didn't want the envelope to pop out. I just wanted the envelope to kind of blend in, and then that way I can just add to, add a note in there or a tag in there, maybe saying something about the page without putting words on the page and letting the art be the art. And so that's why I painted it exactly like the background, so it would just kind of blend in. And now I'm cutting out my little birds, and I'm going to attach them to the page with gel medium. I make sure that it's completely covered so that it stays down. And there they are. There's my little birdies. So I hope that you like this video and you will click that like button and subscribe to my channel. And if you want those art challenges, I will send them. Just click on the link below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.